I begin in the name of gracious God, the merciful, the beneficent. Hi dear friends, how are you? My today's video is about IELTS. In the previous video I stressed a lot that try to improve your art skills of English, which are very much important because our education system is focusing only on one skill, that is written skill. When you are very good at written skill and if your spoken is not okay, your listening is not okay, then what will happen? You will lose your confidence and you think that you are quite good at English, but it will be proved that you are not, because you know only 25% skill of English, not the 75 still remaining. So, dear friends, look here what the title I have chosen. IELTS makes you marvelous. I know that you're already marvelous, but what does it mean? The IELTS makes your English marvelous. Why? Because it is focusing on all the skills of English. So IELTS means English, International English Language Testing System. It is not made by some non-natives. This system to check, to judge the English of someone is derived by the native English people. Right? So this is really that system which checks the level of your English proper. And when you're getting good bands, when you're up to the mark, after getting good bands in the IELTS, it means that your English then is really considered marvelous, and that is really giving you a lot of confidence. So go to this system and pay attention whenever you're free. There are so many videos of IELTS available on YouTube. Watch those videos, and if you want to purchase some books, the best books are of Barron's. Look here, one I have the book of Barron's. These are really very good books to improve your all 4 skills of English language, which are very essential as far as IELTS test is concerned. The first thing is spoken skill, where we think, okay, we are not good. But IELTS says that it is not the first one. IELTS says your first skill is listening. So first pay attention toward listening. And what is the listening? You think, okay, if your teacher is speaking and you feel your listening is okay, not. Listening means when your ears are quite good at understanding the English of native English people. If you can understand what the English people are speaking, what Americans are speaking, what Australians are speaking, then it means your listening skill is okay. So in IELTS test, they are not going to check your listening skill by playing some video of some non-native person, not. So they check your English as far as native English speakers spoken is concerned, that whether you can understand that English or not. So for that purpose, what you should do? Go to YouTube and watch English videos. In the beginning, you may watch with the subtitles, and then with the passage of time, without subtitle. In this way, you will be good at listening skill, not by listening the English of your own countryman. One. The second thing, the stress IELTS system, International English Language Testing System, they say that what is a reading skill, how the reading of a person can be checked. When you read a paragraph so rapidly without translating the things in your mind, this is called proper reading skill. What we do when in our education system, when we read something and then we translate that thing in our own language, in our native language, we think our reading is okay. No, this is not the way. The way is that when you are reading some English text without translating that, you can read as fast as possible and can also understand as fast as possible without any slow perception. So that is, if your comprehension is proper, if your comprehension is fast, then it seems your reading skill is okay. So there are 3 paragraphs and very lengthy paragraphs are given in this system as far as reading test is concerned. And you have to not only read them, also answer the questions, and each paragraph needs hardly 20 minutes, which is really very difficult. So practice that reading skill, as I.E.L.T.S test thinks that is the proper way of improving your reading skill. Then the next thing is the writing. Although in our education system, the writing skill is stressed a lot. Our written skill, as far as good students are concerned, the written skill is really good, but what I.E.L.T.S demands, I.E.L.T.S demands that you can write very fast without mistake of spellings or grammatical mistakes. So such topics are given like the nature, or how do you pass your free time? What do you do in your leisure? So in this way, such topics are asked, especially related to nature, and then it is supposed you can write very fast and with proper spellings, proper sentence structure, proper grammar structure. So that is the way. So this is stressed in our education system. So the students who are good in their studies, they are not feeling much problem as far as written skill is concerned. The next is spoken. Students, please think that spoken skill cannot be acquired in months. Whenever students come to me and they ask that in how many months, in 1 or 2 or 3 months, we can be able to speak English, I feel that how much what is wrong perception we have. So for spoken, you have to speak in the company of the people, in the company of your friends, in the company of your family members, in the company of your class fellows. And if you feel they are not encouraging you, they're discouraging you, then try to speak to your own self. And it will be very better, very good thing, much better for you if you choose topic from different I.E.L.T.S books. So in this way, you will be able to say more and more related to those topics which are asked to check your spoken skill in I.E.L.T.S test. So students, whether you want to go abroad or not, that is another thing. But if you want to check that whether your English level is up to the mark or not, then the best way is this I.E.L.T.S test. So see whatever the things, whatever the ways, whatever the methods are adopted in the I.E.L.T.S, you should also try to adopt those things. And remember, people say that these are the tactics, these are the different ways. I say that there's only one way to improve your every skill. Not only English skill, English listening skill or speaking skill or writing skill or reading skill, any skill you can improve, you can be good at only by adopting one thing, that is practice. Practice makes you perfect. So practice as much as possible. In our studies, we practice. In the morning we go to schools, colleges. In the evening we go to academies, and then later on at night we do lot of homework. So we give on daily basis 12 hours. Then we are something good at our studies. On the other hand, when you want to improve your English, you have hours, only 1 or 2 hours enough, which is not possible. This is not the way to improve your English. So give proper time and practice. Just keep one thing. From my point of view, there is only one tactic to improve every skill, that's practice. So, if you be the part of a system where people are practicing, then that is far better. If not possible, then try to have self-control on your personality, on your mind, on your nerves and feelings, on your routine methods, and give more and more time to practice the different skills of English. And it will be very better, very good thing if you try to do these things according to the tests described in different IELTS books. Or if you have no IELTS books, then go to YouTube and watch the different videos and adopt those ways which are told there, which are mentioned there. But remember, this is the proper time. Whenever you have some free time, the best way to improve your English, the best way to make your English marvelous is IELTS. This is the best way to judge, to check, to improve and to excel in English. Thanks, students.